Hi there, this is Kingsley from the Networking Institute, and today we're going to talk about an interesting topic, which is how do you network when you can't network? I guess I'm like many of you out there, pretty weary and wary about the situation, the current situation that we're in with COVID-19. We're all forced to work in different ways. In effect, we can't network the traditional way. So there's no more coffees or breakfasts or lunches or dinners. There's no more conferences. There's no more exhibitions. There's no more serendipitous opportunities. There's no more random meetings. It's kind of all gone. And so no more in-person communicating, collaborating, cooperating, and certainly no more crack. And I have to admit, to be honest, I'm actually struggling a bit with this because I really enjoy my face-to-face kind of contacting. And we're living in this world of social distancing. Although I think possibly that shouldn't really be called social distancing. It should really be called physical distancing. And actually, I think we should be socially connecting. It's just that we can't kind of do this face-to-face. So now we're all Zooming like mad. I've actually run over 70 Zoom webinars now in 11 countries since this all started. One of my friends refers to me as a baby Zoomer. Another one rather ungraciously refers to me as a Zoomer. Not sure I like that one. But here's what's kind of curious and interesting, that we in the Networking Institute, by doing these webinars and using our social media platform of choice, which is LinkedIn, we've actually discovered a whole new network of people that we wouldn't normally have come across or met by just doing face-to-face kind of networking. And it got me to thinking, despite all the negatives out there about virtual networking, are there any positives? And I actually think there's probably 5 positives. First of all, you're not geographically restricted when you're doing this online networking. You can connect with anybody, anywhere, at kind of any time, and it's pretty much free to do that. I've always found free as a pretty compelling price point. The second thing is that you don't use time, energy, money, carbon footprint, grooming time, having to travel overseas to meet with somebody, and it never really worked out anyway. Thirdly, what's happened in these circumstances is that everybody's kind of available, because you see, nobody's going anywhere. I keep getting these calls from people saying, are you around next week? Of course I'm around next week. I can't go anywhere. And so people are available. And here's what's interesting. More people are spending more time online than ever before in history. And finally, you can learn, you can find out so much about people now. When you think about it, 700 million people around the world have told this one company, LinkedIn, their educational details, their qualifications, their work experience. They've said, you can have it and you can have it for free. So now we can find out an enormous amount of information about people. We now know where they are. We know that we can connect with them. So maybe it's not really so bad after all. And perhaps when all this crisis passes, and I think of Abraham Lincoln using that expression when he said, this too shall pass. When this all passes, we'll be left with, not a very interesting kind of online network of people as we migrate back to our traditional face-to-face networking. So maybe, just maybe, this could all be a bit of a win-win.